field or whatever, just hit Charles Lamson's webcam video, and there you'll see my smiling face, and a lot of clips from previous shows, and some stupid music clips, me and my buddies jamming, and yeah, I think they started like throwing up favorite clips of mine there, where I haven't even really. It's like a new function. If you listen to so many clips, they just start throwing them up in your channel. But so check it out. It's cool. All right, man. Let's just dive right into the show. This is really interesting stuff, I think. Yeah, anything's interesting now that we're getting off those esoteric orders. I had no idea it was going to take that long. But so, ancient astronauts. Interesting stuff. Yeah, yesterday I had just briefly, I guess the last half hour of the show, I kind of sort of started talking about this, and all these ancient astronaut theories are sort of linked with creation myths. So, to start off with, I'd like to talk a little bit about these various creation myths. And the part that, or let's just call them theories. I mean, creation theories, myths. If you call them myths, then people get mad, and they're like, it's not a myth. It's a scientific theory. So, you know, okay. But anyway, yeah. So the different creation stories, yeah, how that's the different creation stories can be divided up into, I guess, like 4 main categories. Oh, 5 main categories. And let's see here. You got science. And under science, you have the Big Bang theory. You have evolution. You have paleontology. I guess that's, well, panspermia and exogenesis, precession of the equinoxes. In mathematics, you have 12 around 1 geometry, sacred geometry, the Fibonacci numbers, tube torus, flower of life, Metatron's cube, Vesica Pisces, fractals, and chaos theories. Yeah, then you have this subcategory, which we can only call, I guess, reality as a consciousness hologram. And under this, you have we'll be talking about consciousness, Ellie's theories, and the holographic universe theories. As I mentioned yesterday, I guess the best example of this hologram stuff is that movie, The Matrix. You know, it's basically the main thrust behind this whole theory is that, yeah, we're all living in some kind of computer-generated hologram. Then yeah, we have mythology. Under that, we have Adam and Eve, creation myths by country and civilizations. We'll be talking about Native American creation myths. We'll be talking about origin beliefs, creation myths. Then we have the gods and goddesses, and underneath this little subcategory, we have ancient astronauts. We have creationism. We have gods and goddesses files. We'll be talking about Earth's history and art. We'll be talking about Hermeticism and Hermes. I guess Thoth is the Egyptian name for Hermes, and Mercury, I guess, would be the Roman name for Hermes. Yeah, yeah. You guys know your Greek and Greco-Roman mythology, right? I'm just assuming. I don't know what the schools teach anymore, but yeah, when I was a kid, it was still actually sort of part of the even public education. It was still sort of part of the public education program. Yeah, they teach us about Greco-Roman mythology of all things, but intelligent design, Sumerian gods, reptilians, dragons, metaphors, flood stories, Gilgamesh, Noah. Interesting stuff, huh? I think so. I think so, but hey, that's just me. As Chuck Berry used to say on the Gong Show, I like it, but then again, I like rickets. So, guy was a great man, Chuck Berry. Um, oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to mention, a lot of these anti-fight the New World Order shows, they pretty much go over news throughout the whole show or whatever. I guess I am what people in this community, this alternative research community, would call an esoteric. I don't know. I mean, this stuff fascinates me, but in the same breath, I don't, I'm not like one of these guru types who think I have all, I don't think that thinks I have all the answers. I just come across this information. I think it's interesting, and it's almost the total opposite. I know I don't have all the answers. I know I am fallible as a human, and I just like, reading about this stuff and pondering it in my head, and thinking, well, that could be, and then, starting up a conversation with you folks as well. So, anyway, but the one news, the really important news that I thought popped up today, and that was Hillary Duff's marriage. I got to say, I'm just completely crushed. Hillary, you never returned my calls, and now you went off and married a professional hockey player. Well, if you ever want to make your professional hockey player husband jealous, I await your call, Hillary Duff. So, that being said, all right, let's dig into these the different creation myths and stories, theories, what have you. And I'm just joking. I'm not a Hillary Duff stalker. I just kind of thought that would be funny. Because it's such, like, fluff news, It's like, I wake up this morning, the first thing I hear on the radio is Hillary Duff's gotten married. I'm like, oh, what? It's like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that. Like, no, but, oh, well. Hillary, call me. So, all right, Big Bang Theory. Let's do a little analysis of the Big Bang Theory, shall we? And then we'll maybe compare and contrast a little bit and see how exactly does how do ancient aliens or ancient astronauts fit in with this Big Bang Theory? Well, let's check it out. The very, very beginning. In the beginning, time begins. The cosmos goes through a super fast inflation, expanding from the size of an atom to that of a grapefruit in a tiny fraction of a second. This is Big Bang Theory, okay? In a nutshell. So, step 2. Post-inflation, the universe is a seething hot soup of electrons, quarks, and other particles. 3. A rapidly cooling cosmos permits quarks to clump into protons and neutrons. And ladies and gentlemen, these first 3 steps happened within 1 second. That is the theory. So, let me just read this again. The Big Bang Theory is pretty wild. So, just try to visualize this in your head. Okay, I'm going to go over. Keep in mind, I'm going to go over these first 3 steps of the Big Bang Theory, and then keep in mind that all of this transpired in 1 second. Okay, number 1, the cosmos goes through a super fast inflation, expanding from the size of an atom to that of a grapefruit in a tiny fraction of a second. Step 2, post-inflation. The universe is a seething hot soup of electrons, quarks, and other particles. 3, a rapidly cooling cosmos permits quarks to clump into protons and neutrons. And that's the first second. And then it goes on. There's like 7 more steps that are commonly accepted by science, I guess, as the Big Bang Theory. Step 4, it is still too hot to form into atoms. And keep in mind also, yeah, that the first three steps were in a second. The fourth through seven steps will take us to the present day. So yeah, it's kind of incredible to think about. Yeah, the first three steps happen in 1 second. Then 4, 5, 6, and 7 takes billions and billions of years. It's kind of interesting to think about. But anyway, step 4 is still too hot to form into atoms. Charged electrons and protons prevent light from shining. The universe is a super hot fog. Step 5. This is at 300,000 years. Okay, so I think this is freaking incredible. Okay, the first three steps happen in 1 second, and then the fourth step happens in 3 minutes. Then the fifth step takes 300,000 years. Electrons combine with protons and neutrons to form atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium. Light can finally shine. Let there be light, right? And 1 billion years, step 6, 1 billion years has transpired since that first step. Step 6, gravity makes hydrogen and helium gas coalesce to form the giant clouds that will become galaxies. Smaller clumps of gas collapse to form the first stars. Before I go on to step 7, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta check this YouTube clip out real fast, because if it goes like 1 second over 15 minutes, then it won't let me put the thingy up. So see what's going on here with this baby. Oh, what a teaser, though. I mean, I'm such a bastard. Yeah.